Would you like more video games? I think you might, somehow. I'm going to bring you a game on the Terminus Re. This will be the final matchup between these two. Oh yes, Nerchio and White-Ra. Good God, I'm very sorry, but there you go. It's just going to happen. I'll be casting for however long, for God's sake. Kicking it off in 3, 2, 1. Mark. Why? Why, I ask you? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shoutcraft Invitational right here. I bring you this guy. You might have heard of him. He's kind of famous. He goes by the name of
TT Esports White-Ra.
He's in the red trunks and he is to the top of the Terminus Re versus his opponent, the one and only. A man who has exceeded expectations. Certainly done incredibly well. The guy who flattened Thorzane, the guy who killed the god, the guy who is now 2 apiece against one of the best Protoss in the world. He goes by the name of
Empire.Nerchio.
Yeah, he's pretty good, needless to say. Now the question is, what will try it again. What will White-Ra, sorry, I'm speaking Protoss probe language, as you can clearly tell right there. What will White-Ra, that's actually quite the tongue twister, what will White-Ra decide to do? We will find out. Will it be some kind of aggressive 4-gateway play? It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. White-Ra's 4-gate is really, really strong. Terminus Re is an interesting choice to duo on, however, I have to say. Gateway coming down for him on 13 supply. And Nerchio stopping all production, going to the spawning pool right here. Another drone on the way up. White-Ra having a look around and seeing where he can find. He's going to scout every incorrect area you can possibly imagine. Nerchio will eventually find it if he actually decides to go up there. Did he see anything past there? Did Nerchio actually miss that? He can't have. He must have seen a probe or something, surely. Surely. No? Holy crap, Nerchio. Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's really interesting. These guys are never going to find each other. Oh, dear. He's checking. He is. He missed it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. That's amazing. And that's actually going to really benefit White-Ra an awful lot. Good God. He's going to check and he's going to find nothing. It's going to take him ages to get back up there and hopefully have another look again. White-Ra checks around and sees where he can see, and of course he will spot that base. Nerchio thinking, I must have missed it. I must have missed it. And he did. Now going back to check. White-Ra with the chrono boost up right here. Cybernetic core is on its way. 1 gas. Certainly could be a 4-gateway attack. Certainly could be. Nothing stopping him from doing just that. Down comes the pylon. Nerchio checks the expansion. Now finally decides he wants to go up the ramp. And there you go, scouting at the 4-minute mark. Hell, White-Ra, oh, so close to denying it. So very close. That would have been incredibly unpleasant. Now picking up the second assimilator as well. We'll see what he decides to do. So, bit of a late scout from Nerchio. Again, not critical, but still. It's not all that convenient, is it? Probes getting nibbled apart there by Zerglings, just patrolling around the place. What have we got? We've got another gateway coming up. Are we chrono boosting the Cybernetic score? That was a chrono boost, though. Second gateway, third gateway. What is it going to be? Will it be 3-gate robo play? Will it be a 4-gate? If it's a 4-gate, then that's going to be a bit dangerous. White-Ra's 4-gate is a thing of beauty. Unless you happen to be a Zerg player, in which case you will hate it. Then again, it is only 3 gates up right now. He could follow it, certainly. He is continuing to build probes, because that's a good idea. Continuing to spend money. Pylon going down right there. No, it doesn't look like it. How many sentries is he making? Not a huge number. He's only got 1. He's got another one on the way. A couple of Zerglings going up right there to see what's going on. Gateway's blocking that one off entirely. The question is, what is he going to hide? Is this going to be 3-gate into Stargate, 3-gate into Robo? We will find out. 3 gates are up, however. Roach Warren on the way right here for Nerchio. Almost complete on the Speedling upgrade. And that expansion is nice and secure for the moment. And there's the expansion for White-Ra. This could once again be a 6-gate play, in fact. An expansion into 6-gate works just fine, nothing wrong with it. But one thing is for certain. This is going to be a fairly long game, I would think, he says. Well, longer than some of the ones we've seen from these guys already, anyway. Both expanding, yes. No one-base play right here. White-Ra with the gateways, that's 3 up. Interestingly, he hasn't actually converted that third one. I wonder if there's a purpose behind that, or if he just forgot. There's a gateway going down right there. I have a feeling he just forgot there's no real purpose for that. That's really unfortunate, actually, because that's going to affect his warp-ins. I hope he notices that one quite soon. That's a couple of interesting errors that we've had. So we've had one guy that scouted the base but didn't, and then we've got White-Ra who forgot the warp gate. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? There we go. Sentry count is up, which is to be expected when you're expanding like that. Still hasn't done anything with that. That's bizarre. That can't possibly be deliberate. Oh, and a third. A quick third for White-Ra. To be expected, I suppose, because of the fact that it's Terminus Re, but still quite gutsy, considering his opponent hasn't done anything of the sort. He's about to, eventually. Right about now. Maybe now? What about now? No, we're not going to expand. Okay, never mind it. Still hasn't converted that. A little bit of sentry play right there to prevent the Zerglings from getting in. There are 4 roaches on the field as well. White-Ra's got one in ETC. Is this a graphics bug, or is he actually not done this? I am incredibly confused right now. Surely he's seen it. Surely. Apparently not. That's going to slow up his production quite significantly. You would have thought he'd at least turn it into a warp gate. If he continues with the warp-ins, surely he'll realize. Never mind, let's focus on something else. This is unusual for Nerchio. He's actually going for a missile attack level upgrade as opposed to melee. Melee is what he does. There we go. White-Ra finally realizes for a good minute or so. It slowed him down just a little bit. Not a huge amount, admittedly, but still. Either that or he's done... It doesn't make any sense that he would have done so on purpose. Because at least he's then got the option on 2 bases. He'd definitely do that. But yeah, we all make mistakes, folks. It happens. Lair on the way up for Nerchio as well. And another expansion down the bottom there. Terminus Re tends to be a 3-base map, at least in the early game, and of course you can then expand out afterwards. Terminus Re is a nice map. I like it an awful lot. Army count for White-Ra is looking very cool. Extremely powerful. Bear in mind that Nerchio has no qualms about building 50 frickin' spine crawlers. He is more than happy to do that. It's wonderful to have mobile static defense. As much of an oxymoron as that is, you can do all sorts of things with it. Also, I've had Nerchio's frickin' image up for the past 5 minutes. Never mind. It's like, we really like Nerchio! Way! It's cheerleading for him right there. It's like an ad at the bottom of the screen. Oh well, it's not the worst thing to ever happen. Infestation pit right here on the way up for Nerchio. We're currently sitting on 4 gates. It's only 4 gates, we're not going 6, and we are going for Colossus. Ventral Sacs coming up right here for Nerchio. Zerg missile attack upgrade level 2. I have to imagine this is going to be just a lot of doom dropping of roaches and things like that. But then again, he does only have 7 roaches on the field so far, but the missile attack upgrade serves no other purpose unless you're going mass infested Terran. No sign of him going through to anything else right now. It will be Roach and Infester. Colossus won't be amazingly effective against that, especially not with Neural Parasite. And the drops could make things very unpleasant for White-Ra. Good positioning of Overlords right there, keeping an eye on what White-Ra is actually doing. We have a look at the economic comparison. What you'll see here is that Nerchio is pretty much equal, a slight lead. Nothing major. Now expanding, taking his 4th down to the bottom right here. And White-Ra not bothering with anything of the sort. Upgrade count is looking good for White-Ra. Going to start things off right here. And he's got a Twilight Council on the way as well. But once again, what information does White-Ra have? Well, thankfully, he now finally has a actual observer, so he should be able to spot everything that's going on there. Will he spot the Infester? That's a good question. Does he see the infestation pit? Surely he would want to... He probably spotted it earlier, actually, so never mind. So that shouldn't really be a big deal. He must be aware of that. He'll have clicked it. He'll have checked what it was. Missile attack upgrade level 2, almost complete, as is Glial Reconstitution. And a lot of Infestors coming up right here for Nerchio. 10 Stalkers, a single Colossus, and 8 Sentry currently on the field. No sign of Neural Parasite, but still, Infestors are going to be dangerous. A fungal growth will do a lot of damage, especially with the great numbers of Infestors he's currently working on. This would be his 4th right here. Push of Roaches on its way. This is a timing attack, or is it? It's not a timing attack. It looked like it might be a timing attack. As it turns out, it is not anything of the sort. It's like, oh, he's going in for the timing attack with the +2 on the Roaches. No, he's not. He's just poking. In the meantime, look at this. It's a Zergling drop. And it's going into that base. And White-Ra is not ready to receive it. However, he should be able to get those Zealots in time by the looks of it. So he shouldn't have too much of a problem there, especially since his opponent decided he's not going to go for melee upgrades. So he's dealt with that quite nicely. Nice, easy cleanup for him. In the meantime, those roaches scuttering back. Here comes the hive. Dangerous upgrade right here for Nerchio. A couple more infestors coming in as well. And once again, not showing too many. Not showing too many. There's not many Zerglings left in there, but they could certainly prove to be a little bit of a bind. Nerchio sitting on 30 roaches, plus 2 upgrade, but no armor upgrade yet, and a lot of infestors. 5 and another one on the way. The question is, will those Stalkers and Colossus do the job? Now, White-Ra actually has High Templar right here and is now building a Stargate. So what he's going to do with this, that is questionable. I think it's anti-infestor, it must be, because he hasn't even got Storm with it. So that's what it's for. Neural Parasite is on its way. Will it be up in time? Looking to try and deny that 4th base by the looks of it. In the meantime, White-Ra waits. The army supply count is in favor of Nerchio slightly. Upgrade count is in favor of Nerchio as well. I'd be very, very concerned about those infestors right here. That was a big fungal growth. That was a good pop with the feedback right here. The question is, can he actually hold the line? He doesn't really have the sentries he needs to do this properly. Those Colossus are going to take huge punishment right now. Will the Stalkers be able to hold it? 1 Colossus down, 2nd Colossus down, and White-Ra takes a good amount of damage. Trying to hold it as long as he can. Looking to try and get an Archon up in the process. He does have a Warp in to back this one up. He's got a couple of Stalkers. Archon takes big damage, pops immediately. He keeps the Colossus alive on a single hit point. And that's actually doing great damage there from the Ridge. Continues with the pressure. And in the meantime, yes, we do see a Roach drop right here into White-Ra's 3rd. It's going to be difficult to deal with. Incredibly difficult to deal with. Nerchio just cleaned up right here. White-Ra with a 4th. Unfortunately, he is losing this one as well. Unit count is looking heavily in Nerchio's favor, as you can very clearly see. There's no real question about that, and that 4th is going to get denied by the looks of it. Nerchio pushing his way in once again. He's sitting on 37 roaches right now. It's going to be incredibly difficult to deal with. No Immortals, of course. He does have a Void Ray on the way, but it is only 1, and it's going to be a bit late by the looks of it. White-Ra's expansion denied once again, and he was unable to take this one out either. Oh my god, so close. Look at that. 29 HP. He could poke it and it'd fall over. Very, very unfortunate that White-Ra wasn't able to do that. In the meantime, in come the Roaches once again. And what is the defense? There barely is any. There's a Colossus. There's a Mass Warping coming in. Where is that Void Ray? Void Ray right now would be very, very helpful indeed. Sentry's not good enough. The Stalkers are getting melted right now, and a single Colossus certainly won't be enough to help. The Roaches are driving their way through. This could potentially be GG right here. GG, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Nerchio's in the finals, and White-Ra is in the bronze match. Excellent play there by Nerchio, defeating Grandpa Toss, and Grandpa Toss is going to be in the bronze match, which should be coming up next. My name is Duckload.Biscuit. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with yet more StarCraft action in the Shoutcraft Invitational.